Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Hey, TikTok. Hey, Facebook. How y'all doing? It's Monday. It's a holiday, President's Day. Some of y'all are off. I'm on. Always. But some of you guys are off. Some of you guys are relaxing from an eventful lovers holiday weekend. Whatever you are doing, I hope that you are doing it in peace. I hope that you are doing it in clarity, and I hope that you are doing it in confidence, right? Whether that be resting, whether that be doing work. You may be like me on the grind right now, getting work done. I have a week before I go to Trinidad, you guys. So I am right, trying to get things in order so that while I'm gone, I don't have to touch nothing. I don't have to work on nothing, right? This is entrepreneur life, right? You know, like I know when you walk away from your business still has to operate, even if you're going to be gone for a week or 10 days or what have you. Okay, right? Okay, so that's what I've been doing today, getting ready for that. And then, of course, getting ready to come on and be on live with you guys. This message was received earlier. Hey, TikTok. Hey, Facebook. Earlier about just realigning our energy, right? There is so many different situations. There are so many different things that we're going through all the time, right? It's almost like we are multitasking all the time, right? Multitasking. And depending on what career y'all done jumped into this and didn't even introduce who I am. My bad. I'm Brittany Wilder. I am a wellness and wealth energy healer, you guys, and I help ambitious women realign their energy so that they can achieve their wealth, their wellness, and their weight loss goals. Okay, that is me. That is what I do. That is why we're talking about realigning our energy today, simply because a lot of us, our energy is out of whack. Out of whack, right? I just got done saying we are multitaskers, right? Naturally, right? If you're anybody like me and you have goals and you have a checklist and you a type A personality, right? We are multitasking. Okay, I can do this and this and this all at the same time. If you're a parent, I pray for you because I'm a parent too. So you're multitasking, right? You're making sure that everything's straight for you, making sure everything's straight for your baby, making sure that, you know, if you're a wife, you're a husband, whatever, if you're playing that role, right? You're making sure that you show up as a partner, that you show up in your family, that you do all the things, right? Right? We're multitasking every single day because we have all these different roles and these different titles that we play and these different ways that people expect us to show up, right? That's ultimately it, right? We have these expectations on us, right? So when you think about that and how we're operating in that, a lot of the times we are utilizing so much of our energy, like extremely a lot. Extreme amounts of energy is what we're utilizing, depending on all the roles you play, all the things you do, depending on how you deal with stress. Let me put that out there because some of us deal with stress pretty well, right? Some of us are okay. We get stressed out and we're like, oh, it's okay. It's going to be all right. Just going to let that roll off my back. All is well. God's got me, right? There's some people who are really like that and that's how they operate and they move through. Then there are some of us, right, that are warriors, right? The ones that are stressing over everything. As soon as something happens, oh my God, feels like the end of the world, right? To be honest, I used to be that way. I used to have a lot of anxiety, a lot of coked up anxiety, a lot of just worry, a lot of how we're gonna make it happen, I don't even know, right? A lot of that. I used to have a lot of that, you guys. Oh my God. And I'm like, I think about it now and where I'm at now, right? There is no way that woman would be able to operate today. When I tell you, when you start to operate in your purpose, right? And you start to walk in it and you start to utilize all your spiritual gifts, right? The God-given talents and things that God has given you. What happens is you start to realize that because you're doing what you're supposed to do spiritually, because you're being obedient to God's calling on your life, well, you up against all kinds of spiritual warfare, right? It's something happening every day. And you're like, for real? That's what's going on, right? So the woman who I used to be that used to worry about everything, that as soon as something bad happened, as soon as something uncomfortable happened, it threw me off and I would be stressed out. That woman could not operate in who I am today. Hey, y'all. Go ahead and share this, y'all. Go ahead and share this. So these older versions of ourselves, and it's funny, I went to church yesterday, you guys. I got invited to church. One of my brothers invited me to church, so I went, and we, it was a good service. It was long. It was long, but it was good. It was all in alignment with basically where I'm at, where I'm going, right? Don't you love it when the message is for you? But it was about getting rid of these old versions of ourselves, right? And allowing God just to come in and, take us away and elevate us to get us to where we're supposed to be, right? Where he has called us to be, where we are our truest selves in the identity that he has given us, right? Because, of course, the world and the things that we go through and society and your mama, your daddy, your friends, your family, whoever, they put all these different titles on us that don't always match up with who we truly are, that don't always match up with who God is calling us to be. Hello, somebody? I don't know who I'm speaking to about this, but there are these titles and these different things that our families and friends and whoever have put on us, right? If I can talk about one, in my book, I actually talked about it. My family, my siblings, they used to always call me the smart one, right? That was one of the identity. Oh, she's a smart one. She, she's going to figure it out. She goes to school. She gets all straight A's, and I was a straight A student. So yeah, right. Straight A student, did my thing. I did very well working and all that because I had type A personality. And sometimes the type A personality comes out when you're in school or when you're in college or when you're in these like really stressful situations where you have to just like zone in on tunnel vision, right? I don't know if I'm talking to any other type A personalities out there, but like, we do pretty well in those situations, right? Don't we? Cause we zone in, we know what we're doing. It's high stress, but it's like, gotta zone in and get it done, right? It's a goal. I gotta check it off my list, right? So that's why we're able to do that. But the pastor yesterday was talking about just like coming away from those old identities and walking into who God is calling you to be. And I was just like, spot on, my brother. Like, yes, absolutely. That's exactly where we're at. That's where we're at right now. And so a lot of that has to do with realigning your energy to fit the person and the identity and the most authentic you, right? The person that God has called you to be, the person that higher power, God, whatever you believe in, right? I say God because that's my religion, right? That's how I grew up, calling higher power, the universe, calling it God, right? So that's deeply rooted in me. But you may say something different. You may say the universe. You may say higher power. You may say the divine, right? Whatever it is, it's all the same. It's something that is higher than us, right? And so I think for me, I recognized that there is a lot of things going on in our day-to-day that can kick us off of having good energy and having the energy that we want and being able to stay in the peace and being able to stay in the clarity and being able to stay focused on the purpose, on the goal at hand, right? Being able to really zone in on that. There's a lot of stuff that is pulling us away, right? We're being pulled in all different directions. I said, if you have different titles that you operate under, right? If you're a mother, if you're a father, you're a career man, career woman, you own your own business as well. You have all these different titles, all these different places, all these different roles that you play in your life, and your energy is being pulled in all these different directions. And you're stuck to try to figure out how is what and how's it going to come together and how's it going to work out, and right? And it can be exhausting. It can be so exhausting. But one thing about what I do, you guys, the work that I do is powerful work because it helps us in these situations where all these different roles we're playing, all these different things we're doing, it helps us zone in. And I mean really zone in, right? The work that I do, it works on our nervous systems, right? It allows us to get to a place of calm, of peace in the midst of your chaos. In the midst of the craziness, sound bowl healing, hypnotherapy, timeline therapy, NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, all the different things that I utilize, the spiritual coaching that I've utilized, coming straight from God. All of those different things allows me to get to a place where I am calm, cool, collected in the midst of shit popping off. Because we all know life is going to life. We can agree on that, right? Yeah, if you agree, yes. We can agree that life is going to life no matter what you're doing, what you're not doing. It's going to happen because that's just what it's designed for. It's designed to make us better, to get us stronger, to get us into the space that we need to get into. And if we be real honest, because this is coming up for me, if we get real honest, a lot of the times what's going on in our lives, the craziness, the turmoil, the hurt, the pain, the trauma, what's going on in our lives is essentially made for us to become the most authentic version of ourselves. Right? If you think about it, all the things that you have overcame, all the things that you have powered through, all the things that you have had to sit down, right? Because they may have been so painful, so hurtful that you had to sit your ass down and ask divine, God, higher power, God, help me heal this, help me get through this, right? Well, that's part of the path too. It's part of the path too, right? When they say your pain is part of your purpose, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the painful things that cause us to sit down and to really reevaluate what's going on in our lives, what's going on in our minds. Why is it working out like this? What's happening? It's part of the plan. It's part of the process, right? And if we can get to a place where we can be accepting of that and not allow it to take all of our energy and not allow these, and I know that these things can be hurtful. I know that these challenges in life can really knock the wind out of you, right? Things can really knock the wind out of you. You feel like the rug is being pulled from under you with all these different situations and things that happen in life. I understand. I'm not saying that that's not true. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's a shift in your mindset when those things are happening, right? I'm saying that it's no longer, damn, I can't believe this is happening. That's all I'm going to think about is why this is happening to me and why and woe me, woe is me. And it's a shift in your mindset that how is this happening for me? How is this pushing me to be a better person? What can I learn from the situation to become better, to actually walk into the divine identity that has always been there for me, waiting for me to walk into it, right? It's a shift in our mindset that causes us to boss the fuck up. Y'all know me. Causes us to boss the fuck up and walk into who we truly are meant to be. Walk into our truest identity. Walk into our truest divine order for our lives. And if you be honest with yourself, you know that that's the truth. That's the truth. How is this situation working for me? What can I take from this and apply it? See, a lot of the times we get all these great life lessons, maybe hard life lessons, struggles. One of the lessons I was, talking to my friends about, this weekend, we hung out. I hung out with my friends, right? I'm single, right? So I didn't go out on this luxurious date and all that. I went out with my friends. I went out with my sorority sisters and my frat brothers, and we was out and we had a good time. But in the midst of that, we had conversations about love and relationships and all the above. And, I was talking about being in a place of being single, right? If you guys have been following me, a few years ago, God was like, stop dating, stop doing that. And like, spend all your time with me. Spend all your time on your business. Spend all your time on yourself, loving yourself, do all that. And I was hurt. Yeah, I was hurt. Cause what? I am the queen of love. What? God, how you gonna tell me I can't fall in love? And I be falling in love all the time. What? Right? I was hurt. But as I started moving through and as I started recognizing, when I hit my head up against the wall, because of course I heard the message right. I was like, okay, God, I'm gonna do this. But then I was like, God, it's taking me a little time to do that. I know I got grace to get to that point you want me to get me to. But right now, I'm still kind of dating, sort of. I'm still sort of giving my number out, right? You guys, right? Listen, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Obedience is hard. It can be hard, especially when it's something that you truly desire, right? My heart was made to love. I desire love, but I want it the right way. I want it the right way. I don't want it to be one-sided. I don't want me to go all in with somebody who's not all the way in with me. Am I speaking to somebody real, right? And so what I learned in this process, you guys, was that the reason why I wasn't dating, and I thought it was just because, like, I'm just boy crazy, right? I'm thinking this is a few years ago, you guys, right? The reason why, right, is simply because I had a toxic tie, a very toxic tie due to abandonment issues with men. What? But had I kept dating and doing what I wanted to do and not be obedient and not recognize that this is the truest identity of me as somebody who is happy and whole and in love, not somebody who is risking their all to be in love, because that's what I was doing, which is toxic as shit. Stop doing that if you're doing that, okay? Stop doing that. But God had to come along and heal a lot of what was going on inside of me due to having abandonment issues. I had daddy issues. Hell yeah, you would too. You would too. My story simply is my father, who I thought was my father all the way up, I found out was not my father at the age of 16. And then instead of walking through what that looks like and healing and going to therapy, well, I was homeless. So my mom was just trying to make it. So there's a lot of coked up emotions and anxiety and all kinds of stuff going on. And my mom didn't have the capacity to help me in that situation. And so because of that, I had a lot of anger, a lot of frustration towards her. And what I did was I just stopped and stopped believing what the truth was. So I stopped pursuing my real father. I stopped doing all that. I was like, forget that dude. He left me. I don't care. Right? So then what am I doing? Dating all these men and looking for a father figure, low key. But my real father, the man that abandoned me. You understand what I'm saying? So how sick is that? But that's the shit that we do. We don't know what's going on because it's unconsciously going on underneath. Is that you have been so hurt and so traumatized by family members and mothers and fathers and whoever, that you literally get addicted to the process of being abandoned. You literally get addicted to the process of being traumatized. And so you unconsciously are going out in this world and attracting more trauma, more abandonment, more craziness, more toxicity. I hope somebody's hearing me. Do not be like me years ago. Okay? Don't do that. Start to work on what's going on underneath. If you hear a message that says stop dating, or you keep getting the feedback, right? Because, listen, you may not be listening to God, right? He may be speaking to you and screaming, and you may not be listening, but let me tell you what's not going to lie. The energy, the feedback that you're receiving as you're out there dating, right? Because this may not be your season to date. I don't know why that keeps coming up for me. Like, why does this message keep coming up? I don't know. But feedback doesn't lie. Energy doesn't lie. And a lot of the times we're wasting our energy, our good, beautiful energy, the good stuff that we have inside. Hey, sis, the beautiful things that we have inside of us. Sometimes we're wasting that on things that we're not even supposed to be involved in this season. You understand what I'm saying? That's why it's coming up for me. We're wasting our energy on things that do not need our energy right now. We should be saving that energy for things like our careers, our businesses, our babies, ourselves. Right? That's what's most important. Because at the end of the day, if you don't got you, well, what do you have? I don't know. But I'm telling you right now, that's why we don't have this energy. That's why our energy is in stuck places. Right? Because we want it to be our season of dating, and it's not our season of dating. And we just wasting all this energy on these people that are not going to work out. It's not going to pan out. It's not going to happen. You done already got the signs that this is not your person. Bruh, sis, whoever. You done already got the message that this is not your person. You still trying to latch on to this person. You still trying to give this person your all. Well, if I just keep trying to show them that I love them, that I could be the best thing for them, then maybe they'll change around. Talk about it. That's right. We still trying to put our energy in places that it doesn't. Okay, thumbs up. I see you. Come on. Come on, thumbs up. You guys, stop that. Put your energy into you. Put your energy into you. And if you're struggling with that, come to Manifesting Sister Circle. You guys, Saturday is the day. I am excited. It is going down. The women who have signed up, like, you guys are really in for blessings. Blessings, manifesting, moving forward into what you truly desire out of this life. For real. And I'm not going to hold back. I'm not. What? to utilize my spiritual gifts to bless somebody else and help somebody else in their life and to do better, well, that's what I was sent here to do. That's my purpose. I'm excited. Saturday. If you're in Atlanta, come out. Get your tickets. There's only 3 tickets left, y'all. 3. 3 more women. 3 more women for Manifesting Sister Circle. We letting go of all that toxicity, and we're literally attracting the things that we truly want. We're not getting addicted to our old past traumas and our old hurts and out here unconsciously attracting more hurt and more trauma because we're addicted to it, because it's all we know. It's all that we've ever had in our lives is abandonment issues and daddy issues. I'm excited too. I'm on 95 South as we speak. Yay! Come on. It's going down. It's going down. It's going to be great, y'all. We're not doing that. We're not unconsciously attracting more trauma, more abandonment, more hurt, more pain. We're not doing that. That's not the way that we're doing it, okay? We're going to get the things we truly want. Happiness. We deserve happiness. We deserve joy. You deserve to have an abundance of energy. Okay? Let me tell you guys about the energy of peace and calm and happiness and joy and bliss. It's what you need in order to operate in this world. Do you guys know what is happening in the world right now? You done watched the news. If you done stepped outside your house, if you done been at the grocery stores, it's a lot of fear. It's a lot of anxiety. It's a lot of just scarcity mindset, lack mindset. It's a lot of things going on in our world. And if you don't have a baseline of peace, a baseline of energy, y'all hear what I'm saying? A baseline of I've given myself all this energy. Now I can operate. Now I can go out in this world. Now I can just simply be myself. Then you are going to struggle. Because guess what's going to happen? Some more shit. Guess what's going to happen? Oh, the president done signed another? Guess what's going to keep happening? Oh, this is ridiculous. I can't believe this. Baseline of peace. Baseline of good energy that you're giving to yourself. Stop putting this energy into things that are outside of you. Okay? That's one. That's what we're going to learn how to do. You're going to learn how some of this is not my problem. Right? My daughter sings that song. That's not my problem. That ain't got nothing to do with you. But you're picking it up and putting it on your back like it's yours. Like it's your personal problem. And it has nothing to do with you. How many of us can say that? I'm an empath. Right? What does that mean? I feel things differently. I feel your shit, they shit, your mama shit, and I just came to the house party. That's it. I just was trying to come to the house party, but here I am dealing with all y'all emotions because I just showed up and I just am who I am and I just have the heart that I have, right? I learned a long time ago that some people's problems is just not your problem. Some people feel in a certain way. That doesn't mean that I have to go in overdrive to try to make them feel better. That's not my problem. Understand what I'm saying? That's where you put boundaries into place. I know you love them. I know you love your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, but sometimes that's not your problem. And a lot of us are taking on other people's stuff when we don't even have the energy for our own stuff. Hello, if we can be honest. We're taking on people, our family members and our best friends. And, I know she's just going through a tough time and I just got to help her. No, you need to stop enabling her and allow her to figure it out on her fucking own. Stop enabling your friends, your family members. Stop it. Let them figure out their problems on their own. It is a disservice. It's a disservice. And I hope you hear that. And honestly, you don't have the energy to freely give like that. Not if you're not working on replenishing your energy. Not if you're not doing the things to... Do you understand what I'm saying? If you are not actively, each and every day, doing something daily to replenish your energy, you don't have the energy to give to others. What does that mean? Cut it out. Get off the phone talking with your homegirl who's sad and mad and depressed about her baby daddy. The one that she gonna go right back to after you get off the phone. Stop staying on the phone with people venting about their damn job that they gonna go right back to after they get off the phone with you and venting. Learn where you need to place your energy. And a lot of the times, it's not in those friends. It's not in the family members. It's not in the... Come on now. Who am I talking to? Who am I talking to? You're giving so much of your energy to these situations that the people who are dealing with the situations don't even want to fix themselves. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is ridiculous. Pull your energy back and give it to yourself. Straight up. I don't know who I'm talking to, but cut it out. Put some boundaries up. And I know maybe you're one of those friends who, you know, you're the person that they come to. I know I'm one of those too. You're the person that they come to. I started out putting time limits on talking to my friends, y'all. Yeah, I got about 15 minutes to talk. Right? Because what do I do now? I get paid to speak to people to get them through their problems. So what does that mean? I can't sit up on this phone with you for 4 hours and you not paying me to be on this phone and talk to you about your problems. I love you. You know I love you. But listen, I get paid to do this now. You understand? I am a paid coach. I am not a hobby coach. This is my job. This is what I do. This is my career. What does that mean? I got to put up boundaries. You only got about 10 minutes to talk to me about your problems, baby. And I got to move. I got a meeting. I got to put some more content out. I got to, right? This is my job. Right? So I got to put some boundaries up. And maybe that's what you got to do is put some boundaries up. Maybe that's why your energy is not being replenished, is because you haven't put the boundaries in place. Because you haven't told your mama and your daddy, no, I'm not giving you no money for rent this month. I don't know who that's for. You haven't told your cousin, your auntie, no, you can't borrow this money because you haven't put no boundaries in place. But you giving all your energy out. And let me tell you one thing I know to be sure and to be certain, the moment when you need that energy, the moment when you need that money, the moment when you need that same care to come back to you, mama, auntie, daddy, cousin, big brother, big sister, nowhere to be found. Crickets. But you didn't give all your time, your energy, your money because you didn't have boundaries. You lacked boundaries. Who am I talking to? It's time to put them boundaries in place. Save your energy for you first and let people benefit off of your overflow. But you don't have overflow to give if you have not first implemented a plan to create energy, to create and to replenish the energy. Why y'all think I get on each and every morning I do sound bowl healing? I love y'all. I do. I love each and every one of you guys that are on my live. I do. I truly do. But also I do it for myself as well because that's how I replenish my energy. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you hear certain hurts, you hear certain bowls that I play, they naturally invoke peace. They naturally invoke energy, naturally. So what does that mean? I can give to you guys and at the same time, I get to receive. I give out energy. I pour of myself. But at the same time, when I do sound bowl healing, I am receiving as well. It's a 50-50. I'm winning every time. Y'all winning. I'm winning. God's happy because I'm operating in my spiritual gifts. We're all happy here. That is why I get up each and every day excited to do this. Excited to come on live. Excited to talk about whatever. And then excited to get over there and play these sound bowls. Right? It's how I replenish my energy. And if you are in a space where you need to learn how to replenish your energy, you're not quite sure, you think that sound bowl healing might be the way for you, I do one-on-ones. Okay? Book a consultation. They are still free this month, you guys. Get a consultation. At least talk about the possibilities of how you can increase your energy, how you can be better. Because when you increase your energy and when you pour into yourself first, you do something for you. Because some of y'all out here ain't done nothing for you since 1982. Since the early 2000s. Ain't done nothing for yourself in a very long time. You hear what I'm saying? Once you start to do stuff for yourself and you give yourself that energy, well, that's when you start to see, oh, I can do that. I have all this extra energy, all this excess energy to give to my kids in their games, to give to my husband and his get-togethers, to give to, I'm not constantly drained and tired and walking around and talking about how I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that. No, because now I have excess energy because I've invested into a plan to replenish my energy. Whether that's, hey, I meet with Brittany once a week and we do our sound bowl healing session to replenish my energy. Whether that's, hey, I'm going to get with my coach, Brittany Wilder, and have her put together a plan for me to prosper, to manifest the things that I truly want out of life, because that's why I don't have the energy, because right now, everything that I see in every single aspect of my life is work, and it's hard, and it's frustrating, and it's not what I imagined. Who am I talking to? This is not what I envisioned myself to be at the age of 35. This is not what I envisioned myself to be at the age of 36. And so I'm miserable, and that's why I lack the energy that I need to continue to move forward and to give to my family and my friends and my, right? You either pouring out too much of your own energy and not giving it to yourself first and foremost, because we matter first. I don't care what nobody says. It's not selfish. It's a necessity to make sure that I am good first before anybody else is. Self-preservation is number one. That's the number one rule to life. And if you don't believe it, try to go about your life giving everybody the energy that you should have gave to yourself first. I've been there before. I've done it. Bought the damn t-shirt. And it no longer fits. Who am I talking to? You've been there, you've done it, you gave all your energy to somebody, you bought the t-shirt, and it no longer fits. It's time to move forward. It's time to give yourself that energy. It's time to do the things that make you happy, make you... What? Some of us are not doing something each and every day that give us bliss, pure bliss and joy and peace and energy. We're not even showing up for ourselves. And then we get mad when other people don't even show up for us. Baby, you're not showing up for yourself. You're not giving yourself the energy first. How you gonna get mad at somebody else? And you're not even giving to yourself what you expect from other people. I want you guys to know this. In order to be able to be in a space to receive, this is something I learned a long time ago. In order to be in a space to receive, you name it. What is that? Love, money, happiness, joy, peace, friendship, what have you. In order to be in a space to receive, you have to give it to yourself first. What does that mean? You want love? You want to be loved down? Give yourself some love first. You want joy? You want joy to come out of it? Give yourself some joy first. You want happiness? You want bliss? Give yourself some bliss first. What does that mean? You got to do some soul searching. You got to sit with yourself to figure out, okay, well, what do I do for myself that gives me joy? What is it that I do for myself that allows me to find the peace? Oh yeah, let me put on these frequencies, these healing frequencies. Let me draw. Right? Some of y'all, it's as simple as, if I can just draw something each and every day, well, that calms me down. That gives me peace. That gives me joy. Some of y'all, it's, if I can just get in that bath every day, right? And take a bath. And I take a bath each and every night. And that's how I wind down. But that's how I give myself peace. That's how I give myself joy. That's how I give myself bliss. Because it's something about that water that's healing, that has healing properties in it, right? It's the basics. It's the basic things that give us the energy that we need to keep moving on. But we're moving so quick and our minds are operating so quickly and we're doing this and we're trying to make sure we're here for everybody else that we haven't even sat with ourselves to sit down and even think about what it is that makes me happy. What is it that gives me energy? What is it that I can do? That's simple. Simple things, y'all. The other day I was out, my sister, and I eat pretty well, right? I eat pretty well throughout the week. I usually am on salads and wraps and sandwiches and soups and, you know, lots of veggies, lots of fruits, lots of water, I take my vitamins, right? I'm a pretty healthy person, right? For the most part, 80% of the time. Now, the other 20% of the time, I'm going to eat the cheesecake. Every time. Every fucking time, I'm going to eat it. I promise you. But that's me. That's how I operate. That's how I live what I live. And so the other day, I'd already had something sweet that day, right? What was it? Was that Saturday? I think it was Saturday. I already had something sweet earlier that day, you guys. And I was like, man, But listen, I haven't seen this type of cake. It was like a chocolate ganache. Publix, y'all. Y'all know Publix is always on hit. Always on hit. And I was like, I've never seen this cake before. I'm going to get the cake. Because guess what? This cake and me eating it right now is going to give me joy. Pure joy. So I bought the cake. Okay? Some of us are not buying the cake. Right? Some of us are not getting the things that make us happy. Some of us are not doing it. Why? Because we're so focused on everybody else. We're so focused on what we have to do. And we're not focused on the things that we could do to create a better situation for ourselves. We're not focused on the things that we could do to give ourselves more energy. I ate that cake. Y'all know I was so excited the rest of the day. Telling people about it. I'm like, yo, but Publix got this chocolate ganache cake though. It's so good. It's so delicate. It's so, like, I'm over here telling people about it. But it gave me energy. Because I indulged. And it's okay to indulge every once in a while. It's okay. I eat well all the time. What? I deserve this cake. The way I be eating, the way I get my kombucha, the way I drink my water, the way I eat my fruits and veggies. Damn it. Eat the cake. Some of y'all not getting the cake. Why? I don't know. Get it though. Okay? Indulge. Do something for you for once. Do something for you. I talk to people a lot about how my mom, there are some things that she taught me as a mother that I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. Like the way that she gave love. My mom, listen, I never ever had to worry if my mom loved me or not. What? We are a very, very lovey, kissy, touchy family, right? I am a lover. Lover. I will love you down, right? That's never been my problem. It's never been my problem. That's what I learned from my mom was loving, so caring. Give me a kiss, give me a hug, give me, right? Which is the way I'm with my daughter. All love. What? Give me a hug. Give me some loving in the morning when you wake up. Give me some loving before you go to bed. Give me some loving throughout the day. I missed you. I love you, right? Very vocal because I want my daughter to be able to express herself, right? When she becomes of age and when she starts to, because the way you learn how to love in your family is the way that you go out and about to receive love. You guys know that, right? Hope so. I hope you guys are, and a lot of people have never heard I love you from their parents, grandparents, whatever. And so I never want that to be my daughter's story. I tell my daughter I love her all the time, right? Just like my mom did for me because she didn't receive that when she was, younger. So she's like, we didn't hear that as often. So when I became a mother, I made sure that I gave you guys lots of love. And I appreciate her for doing that. So she learned some things from her mother, that she wasn't going to implement. The one thing that I learned from my mother that I knew I wasn't going to implement was pushing myself so far into my kid's life, giving so much, pushing myself so far, listen to what I'm saying, into my kid's life, that I don't worry about me first. Because I learned, and don't get me wrong, right? I love my daughter, love her down. Anybody that knows me and that knows my daughter and knows our relationship knows I love my daughter. But when I became a single mother, I was triggered. I was triggered by the fact that my mother, when she became a single parent, did not have the capacity to focus in on herself and her hurts and the things that she was dealing with due to leaving my father, due to their breakup and their divorce. She chose not to work on that healing and she chose to dive into her kid's life. Oh, what can I do for them? Oh, what am I going to do? I'm just going to worry about them. And when I divorced, when I separated from my ex-husband, I said, I was triggered, y'all, because it made me think about my mom. And I wish my mom was here so I could talk to her about it. I was like, man, I wish my mom was here so I could talk to her about going through my divorce. Because, man, I know she would have gave me a few nuggets of wisdom, right? Like, for real. But in the midst of that, I decided not to throw myself onto my daughter and all of her things and all the above, right? Because there's a healthy balance that we as parents, and I don't know why this is coming up for me, but it's coming up. I know it's for somebody. There's a healthy balance that we as parents, especially when you become a single parent, that we have to have so that we can still pour into ourselves and have the energy, right? I'm talking about aligning your energy today on purpose, for purpose. We have to align our energy so that we have the energy for us first and foremost, so that we can show up for our kids in a way that they will also feel the energy and feel the benefits of it. And to be honest with you, I know a lot of women that I met over the years that were single mothers and threw themselves into their children's endeavors, their children's sports, their children's what have you. I'm a single woman. I separated from my husband, my boyfriend, my whatever. And I'm saying women because this is, friends and family and people I've met along the way, mentors that have thrown themselves into what their kids are doing so they don't have to deal with their own healing, their own work, aligning themselves to get energy and to be peaceful and calm and have clarity in their life on what's next. Right? I've seen it. I've seen it a bunch of different ways, and all I want to do is help people not get stuck into that, because there's balance. Everything in balance, everything in order, everything has balance. And I'm telling you right now, if you're a single parent, mother or father, if you're a single parent and you take care of your child, and maybe your child goes to your ex-spouse's house on the weekends or whatever, and you're a single parent, well, you got to find that balance. I knew out the gate I wasn't going to blow up my schedule and keep myself ripping and running and being crazy over my daughter's schedule. I knew because I saw my mom do that. And I was like, no. And I didn't see all these other women do that, and other family members and other friends. And then what happens is you get so invested in your child's life and doing their sports and stuff. And don't get me wrong, I definitely support my daughter. My daughter's a cheerleading daughter, right? I'm a cheer mom. It's real, right? But I'm never so invested to the point where I can't get what Brittany needs, right? There's a difference, right? There's a difference in supporting and showing up and then being so far over into what they have going on that I can't have anything going on for me, right? And I've seen that. And then your child gets to their 18th birthday, or your child gets to their senior year, and now you're lost because you're like, my whole life was my child. What do I do now? They're off to college. I've given all my energy to my baby, and I've given all my everything that I don't have anything for. So now I'm lost. I'm literally depressed, lost, because I've given all this energy. Do you understand what I'm saying, guys? There is balance in everything that we do. Balance. There has to be. Because if there's no balance, if there's no boundaries, if there's none of that, what you're going to do is fall short. You're going to miss out on some energy. You're going to lose your energy and put energy into something instead of putting it into yourself first. So I don't know who I'm talking to about that, but that came up for me in the process of discussing getting your energy in alignment for you first. And there's a few different bowls that I'm going to play today on my sound bowl healing session. Y'all know it's about that time for me to head on over there. And I want to talk about them real quick because it's your root chakra. We're going to play a lot of your root chakra. So Big Red's over there. Y'all know Big Red, Big Mama. I'm going to start off with her. She's all about balance, right? That balance that I'm talking about. We got to have balance. We got to have order. We got to have safety. We got to have, and that's that came up for me. A lot of the times, the reasons why single parents, I'm speaking to single parents right now, specifically, a lot of the reasons why we pour so much into our kids and we're all in their mix and stuff, and we don't want to do our own thing is one, because we're running away from the personal work and the healing that we have to do, from the spouses, from the ex-spouses and the ex-husbands and the ex-wives, right? We're one, running away from that healing work that we have to do. And two, we're afraid. We're afraid that we have to overcompensate for what happened in our relationship, when what happened in your relationship is not going to be at the space that's going to affect your child to the point where they don't feel your love. I don't know who I'm talking to about that. You feel like because you're no longer with their dad, you're no longer with their mom, that now you have to overcompensate for them missing out on having that full parent in the house with you in a big happy house, because that's how you envisioned your marriage. That's how you envisioned your relationship. And unfortunately, what happened was it wasn't meant to be, and it's okay. But now you feel like you have to overcompensate. That's a lie. Let that go. That's a lie. Let it go. It's a lie, and it's going to have you be so invested in them that you don't even focus in on your happiness. You don't focus in on yourself. Because, listen, I hear mama got to have a life too. Daddy got to have a life too. And I'm like, hell yes, you do. Hell yes, you do. Right? I agree with that. I agree with that. There is balance here. You have to figure out what your balance is. I know what my balance looks like. It may be different from yours. Right? But you have to decide what the balance looks like for you. And to stop overcompensating because your relationship didn't work out. Your baby is going to be fine. Okay? Stop overcompensating. Stop buying all the things and doing all the things and making sure you do all this. You know, I gotta do this and I gotta do that. And worrying yourself. Driving yourself crazy, making yourself sick. Because you feel like you have to overcompensate because your relationship didn't work out with their father or their mother. And so now I feel like they're going to have a missing piece because it's a broken home. Do you know that your broken home can turn into a beautiful home, the best home that your child ever experienced? Because there may have been toxicity with the other parent. There may have been all these different things, all these different bad habits that the other parent would have taught that child had you stayed with that person. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's reasons why things don't work out. But we're so stuck on the hurt and the pain and the, I always wanted John to have a mom and a dad in the household, but not a dad who's stagnant, who's not giving and not becoming the best version of themselves. Understand what I'm saying? There's a difference between having a placeholder in your house as a daddy and having a fucking father. Who am I speaking to today? There's a difference. Having somebody that's really going to show up in your household for your child, as opposed to just being a placeholder, a body that's there that you can say, oh yeah, daddy was there, but daddy really wasn't there, was he? Because emotionally he was messed up. Because mentally he didn't have the capacity to really be there. Mommy was struggling with stress and anxiety and she didn't have the capacity to show up. So when you think about it that way, then this household is a little bit better without daddy or mommy or whoever. If you think about it that way, it's great that there's one parent that has the capacity to be there for all the things than to have a parent and a half. Hello. Okay, sorry, y'all. I'm going to go. Y'all know I will talk for real. I'll talk about it. It's the truth. It's how I feel. We're going to play root chakra first. Then we're going to roll into solar plexus. Solar plexus, our yellow bow. First off, when you think about creating energy, right? When we just think about energy, the first thing that I think about, the first color that I think about is yellow, right? Energy, high energy, right? I think about citrus fruits. And if you begin to think about energy in everything that you do along with your life, think about the colors that are associated with energy, yellows and oranges and brights, right? If you get out there in the world and you start to implement that, the knowledge that you know, the things that you know, listen, I utilize this all the time. When I'm having a bad day, when I'm feeling like I'm not grounded, I'm putting on red. I might put on a red lippy because I know all that's going to do unconsciously is give me the idea that I'm safe here. I'm straight. Everything's okay. Root chakra, red, 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 red. Safety, grounded. You understand what I'm saying? So utilize what you know about these different things and implement them in your life. When I think about solar plexus, yellow, right? Yellow, willpower, right? Up confidence, self-confidence, all these different things, right? That the solar plexus, creates for us. Energy, high energy. It's giving us that energy that we need to go through our day, to do what we need to do, right? Y'all, my leg's about to die. I know I've been sitting here too long when it starts to do that. But listen, utilize these things that you know. Then I'm going to play heart chakra because open heart, open your heart, open to energy, open to the things, open to, some of us aren't open to happiness and joy. We think that because of our last situation, we never gonna get it, so we're not open to it. So in turn, what we're doing is we're shutting down any possibility of that coming our way. Self-sabotage. Yeah, we self-sabotage all the time because we're not open to the blessings and we're not open to the possibilities. So many possibilities. But you got to be open to it, right? So I'm going to play that. And then I'm also going to play third eye chakra, right? And that's just opening up to just spirituality, opening up to the universe. God wants you to be happy, wants you to have the highest energy so that you can operate through your day. What? God wants me to be energetic So what does that mean? When I'm tired, take a nap. It could be something as simple as that, you guys, for real. For real. God wants you to have the most energy you could ever have. So if you're feeling tired, if you're like, man, I woke up today and I'm just a little off. I don't know, I feel a little tired. Take a nap. It's okay. Take that nap. Relax. God wants you to have the most energy. If you take a nap, a little 2-hour nap, it's not going to hurt nothing. It's not going to stop nothing. Sometimes we got to invest in ourselves. We got to understand and listen to our bodies. Sometimes we out here not listening to our bodies. Y'all, take the nap. I promise you, you'll feel better. And I speak to you guys just like I speak to myself because I'm the same way. I'll be like, but I want to get this done. I got to get this. I got a goal to meet. God's like, yeah, but you'll meet it after you take your nap. Because what I do is I operate in spirit all day. That can be tiring. That's why I have these tools to replenish my energy, and sometimes it's take a bath, relax, rest, rejuvenate, get your energy up. Listen to a mini sound bowl healing session by Brittany Wilder. I'm about to play it. I promise you guys. Okay? Right? And then I'm going to probably end it off with the crown chakra. Just opening up to the Most High. Opening up to being in alignment. Because a lot of the times what's going on, we're not spiritually in alignment. And that can be the most tiring experience. You want to talk about being really tired? Well, be in a space, operate, do some things, say some things that are not in alignment with your higher self. That is fucking exhausting. Let me tell you how exhausting you can be from that. Okay? You're doing things that you're operating in out of your trauma, your past hurts. You're doing things that are out of the old version of you, trying to get back to that familiar place, right? That is exhausting. And a lot of the times, that's what a lot of people are dealing with, is the fact that you're trying to operate in this old person, this old identity, this old, who am I speaking to? You're trying to operate like old Brittany. And here you are in a brand new season and God's like, yo, you can't do that. You can't do what you used to do back in 2007. And we in 2025. It's not going to work out well for you. You're going to be exhausted. You're going to be exhausted. Cut it out. Stop going back to the familiarity, right? Because it's familiar. It's safe. It's common. I know what this is like. Stop going back to that, okay? And move forward into the unknown so that you can get your energy back, okay? That's probably the most exhausting thing you could do, is try to operate like you're your old self and you're no longer that person. I told you guys, I bought the t-shirt. It does not fit. Who am I talking to? We done already been here. We done rode the ride. Okay? We rode the ride. We bought the t-shirt and it no longer fits. Let that thing go, baby. Give it to the Goodwill. Call it a day. We're good. We're done here. We're moving forward. On to a new adventure. Y'all got it. We're on to a new adventure. I'm going to get over here. My little leg. My little leg done. Alexa, play sound bowl healing frequencies. The hertz that we're going to do, 396, 396, 696, 893, for higher self, higher purpose, in alignment with spirit, in alignment with God, in alignment with the divine, with the universe, whatever you call it, in alignment. Because that's when things really start to work out for you, is when you get in alignment with who you truly are, who you are at your most authentic who you are, right? Not the fake person you out here, not your representative, not the person you are when you go to your career job. When you got a code switch. Sorry, I don't know. That came up for me. I don't know who I'm talking to. Amen. I know it's your lunchtime. Yeah, and also, code switching is tiring. It's tiring. It's exhausting. I know, because I was once involved in all of that. And not being your most authentic self is probably the most exhausting ride. And some of y'all going to work and having a code switch and having to adjust and make people comfortable and say things a certain way and do things a certain way and move a certain way that's not authentic to who you are and is not in congruence with who you truly are. And you're making yourself sick in the mind and sick in the body. Because you're fronting. You're fronting And that is tiring. That's exhausting. And you think that it's just the things that you're doing at your job. No. You think that it's just the objectives of your position. No, it's the fact that you go to this job, you spend most of your day there, 8, 9, 10 hours, 12 hours, and you're being fake and phony the whole fucking time with fake and phony people. That's exhausting. That's why you're tired, my boo. That's why you're tired. Who am I talking to? I'm going to go play these bowls, y'all. Y'all know I will go on a whole tangent and talk forever and ever and ever. I'm going to go play these bowls. I'm in my workout gear, y'all. Excuse me in my little shorts and my t-shirt. But I'm going to go play. And we're going to go from there. We're going to go from there. Okay. And if you're with me and you're here for this mini session, go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose and out your mouth. Deep breath in through your nose and out your mouth. You guys, make sure you have 2 intentions. What are you releasing? What are you receiving? Understand that sound bowl healing can allow you to feel different things. Repressed memories might come up. Repressed emotions might come up. Sometimes I cry. It's just the process of releasing, okay? So that's normal. If that happens for you, that's okay. Now my sound bowl healing is a little different. I do sing. I utilize my voice. My voice is basically halfway here, halfway gone. I don't know. But if God tells me to sing something, I'm going to sing it. So it's a little different in that sense. I know a lot of people don't use vocal. They just do the sound bowls. But I use my voice as well. So you'll hear some of that if I'm led to do that. One more deep breath in through your nose. Hold it. And out your mouth. In through your nose. Hold it. Out your mouth. Okay, here we go. Okay, y'all. Oh no, TikTok said bye. All right, listen. Thank y'all for coming, sharing your energy and all the things. I lost TikTok in the process, y'all. I don't know what happened. They said they discontinued my live. Listen, I'll be on tomorrow. My hair is all kinds of ways. Thank you guys for coming. Align your energy. Put some boundaries in place. Free up your energy for you, okay? If you don't do nothing else, right? Put those boundaries in place. Find balance so that you can feel your best self, so that you can go out into this world. And listen, when your energy is where it's supposed to be, right? Where it's right where you're supposed to be, where you're starting to serve and love others from your overflow, right? Because you have so much energy. You've given yourself so much energy and it's in alignment and everything's spot on. What happens is you're able to give from the overflow, right? And you are able to attract what you truly want. That's the most important part. Because if you go out here with depleted energy, you go out here sad, depressed, hurt, low vibrational, baby, you are going to attract low vibrational in every aspect of your life. I promise you. That's how manifestation works. I know. I've attracted a lot of bad before I ever attracted any good. I'm serious. You don't want that life. Get yourself in alignment. Get your energy in alignment. And if you need help with that, book my link. Let's go. You no longer have the time to waste on attracting bad energy, bad people for you, bad jobs, bad what have you. I'm telling you, all the things you will attract will be low vibrational if you go out there in this world and you operate with low vibration. Okay? I love you guys. I love you guys enough to tell you that I don't want you to go out there and do that because I've dealt with that. And it's not a good look. Okay? All right. Love you guys. I'll be on tomorrow, okay?